I recently took a trip to Vegas and wanted to share some of the experience with you. So if you're interested in delicious different types of food, things to do, or ideas of where to stay at in Vegas, be sure to watch this video and please consider liking and subscribing. So a few weeks ago, I took a road trip to Vegas and stayed at two places I've never stayed before. For the first few days, we stayed at Encore, which is a sister property to Wynn and located on the north end of the Strip. Both properties are really nice and have beautiful decor. Even if you're not staying here, it's definitely worth a visit to see. They have an attached mall called Wynn Plaza with some high-end stores, and it also has Earth Cafe, which is one of the best West Coast tea and coffee shops. If you're into matcha, try their Rising Sun matcha latte. It's great with oat milk and even better with boba. I took it to go and enjoyed it with my taco salad at Charlie's Bar and Grill, located in Wynn. For dinner that night, we went to Golden Stair Steakhouse. It is Vegas's oldest steakhouse and has been a regular spot through the years for classics like Sinatra, Elvis, and even Marilyn Monroe, just to name a few. We actually got to sit at Mario Andretti's booth, which was pretty cool. They prepare their Caesar salad from scratch tableside, and I highly recommend it if you like Caesar salads. We shared a large filet with the baked potato and mushrooms and still had leftovers. You can find more info on their site if you're interested. This is definitely a fun experience if you're into Vegas history and steaks. The next morning, we walked over to Terrace Point Cafe for breakfast and tried their garden veggie frittata and croissant French toast. The frittata could have used some seasoning, but the French toast had a delicious lemon coconut yogurt drizzle, and the portion sizes are pretty generous here. We checked out from Encore that day and drove over to Nomad, which is inside of Park MGM, located on the opposite end of the Strip. Kind of like a hidden boutique hotel, if you will. Nomad has a completely separate lobby and elevators, and the rooms are located on the top few floors of Park MGM. Fun fact, this property used to be Monte Carlo and was converted into Park MGM between late 2016 to 2018. The only other Nomad in the world currently is in London, and the theme is described as having comfort of a European home and distinct New York sensibility. We were able to check in a little early, which was nice. The room we had was pretty standard size. On their site, it's called a salon double and it has 2 queen beds. The beds were pretty comfortable and the room was clean, which always makes for a pleasant stay. After we dropped off our things, we walked over to Paris where we had reservations at Megabee for lunch. It was my first time trying their full lunch menu, and I started with the classic French onion soup, and we shared the croque monsieur. I think I still prefer their brunch menu, but their lunch menu is definitely worth a try, and depending on what time of the year it is, the patio is a great option to sit at for strip views, and you might even catch the fountain show at Bellagio. After lunch, we walked over to Bellagio to see the conservatory and botanical gardens. It's a 14,000 square foot atrium filled with flowers and plants that changes every season. So colorful, fragrant, and definitely worth a trip to see, plus there's no charge. After walking around most of the afternoon, we decided to check out Italy, which is conveniently located at Park MGM. If you've never been before, it is a chain, and inside they have retail items as well as food and beverage counters with a marketplace feel. With so many options, it can be difficult to decide, but we got a charcuterie board to share that had a really nice variety. We decided to settle in for the night not long after that, and the next morning we went back to Megabee for breakfast. We split an omelet in order of their French toast with blueberry compote and their crispy date glazed bacon. This is definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a legit breakfast or brunch option. Dinner that night was Dentai Fung. It's Taiwanese cuisine with locations around the world and has been awarded a Michelin star. We started with their cucumber salad and wonton soup. Next, we had an order of their pork xiao long bao with bok choy. We also tried the pork buns. And for dessert, we tried the chocolate xiao long bao. It's my second time dining there, and the food was really fresh and prepared perfect both times. If you go, you want to make sure that you make reservations, and they are most known for their hand-folded and stuffed dumplings. After dinner, we decided to walk around and go check out some souvenirs. The sky was getting dark, and it did end up raining a little bit, but not too much. And that pretty much concludes the trip. We checked out the next morning and drove back to Arizona. Are you planning a trip to Vegas anytime soon? Thanks for watching and take care.